What an honor to be here at my very first black tie dinner. I want to start by giving a special thanks to the Dallas Black Tie Dinner Committee. What an incredible job they've done this evening. This community of volunteers has gone above and beyond the call of duty for years, supporting causes big and small, organizations local and national, to the benefit of millions. And for years, this incredible event in the heart of Texas has made the work of the HRC Foundation possible. And for that, you will always have our thanks. You know, in my first 5 months on the job as president, I've crisscrossed the United States and met with thousands of LGBT people and allies who stood with HRC in our work. Just this past week, I've been to 6 states as a part of HRC's largest election mobilization effort in our history. Meeting these folks on the road has been a humbling experience, a reminder that no matter where life takes you, in my case, from a teenager working at Walmart in southern Arkansas to fighting for equality in our nation's capital, we've got a duty to never forget the individual lives that are made better by our collective efforts. One story in particular has stuck with me. The story of a 19-year-old young woman who I met on my very first day on the job back in June. She stood up, face filled with tears, in front of a packed room at an event in Little Rock. She said she traveled 2 hours to find out what HRC could do for a person like her. She grew up in a small town, living under the name given to her by her deeply conservative Pentecostal father and mother. She loves her family with all her heart, she told me, and she knows they love her too. But she's equally certain all that would change if she told them the truth, that she's a lesbian. The family she loves would disown her. The faith community she grew up in would reject her. These are the thoughts that run through her head every day. So she's made the difficult and unfair choice that so many LGBT youth make. In her hometown, in her own home, she has simply stayed in the closet. Many of us know exactly how painful that kind of life can be. So every chance she gets in her car and drives more than 100 miles to Little Rock. When she steps out of the car, she's a different person, living under an entirely different name, Alice. Alice has her own separate Facebook page, and she hangs out with her own group of welcoming and accepting friends. In Little Rock, Alice can get up in front of that crowded room and tell her story. But she knows it's only temporary. Because when she walks back through her parents' front door, she steps back into the pain of that closet. On that day in June, when she finished her story, I have to tell you, I didn't quite know what to say. The fact of the matter is that America still doesn't have a great answer for young people like Alice. The only thing I had to offer was a promise. A promise that HRC will keep fighting every day until equality reaches every single person in every single corner of this vast country, including right here in the state of Texas. I told her that we'll keep calling out hate wherever it emerges, and that we'll continue to give voice to the inclusive faith communities and to welcoming schools. Our workplace project will keep fighting to ensure equality on the job for all Americans. parents and their children. I told her we fight for pro-equality institutions every day because her life and her future shouldn't depend on someone else's vote. It was probably a small comfort to a person in her position, but she thanked me and we said goodbye. Yet as the crowd dispersed that day and in the weeks that followed, her story stayed fresh on my mind. As this weekend got closer, I knew I wanted to invite this young woman to be my guest here tonight. Please join me in giving Alice a Texas warm welcome. We love you, Alice. We love you. With me tonight. My friends, a lot of attention is focused on the election right now. And make no mistake about it, we are going to tip the ballots for President Barack Obama and Tammy Baldwin in just a few short days. But even if we win every race on Tuesday, there will still be people like Alice out there just trying to find a welcoming place to call home. For all of us, no matter what measure of equality we attain in our own lives, we can never forget why we keep fighting. We fight for Alice and young people just like her, right here in Dallas, across Texas, and around this country. We fight for the future they deserve to inherit and the free and equal lives they deserve to lead. And because of the 3 decades of generosity right here in Dallas, the HRC Foundation will continue its work until that vision is finally a reality.